Oh man, so we all been waiting on this Diddy sentencing, and then listen, dog. I gotta paint this picture for y'all. I gotta paint this. You see all this, man? Oh god, I done hit my goddamn head, but y'all see all that over there. We are in Mexico. I'm filming from Mexico, and only place Diddy will be able to film from is with a cell phone that came out of somebody's ass, cause he will be in prison for the next 50 months because his stupid ass tried to do too much, and the judge said, "Nah, bro, I tried to be lenient with you. I tried, but it did not work out in his favor because he was doing too much." Let's get to the details right now. All right, so I know some of y'all already was trying to do the math in your head. That's like 4 years or some change. All right, I know he probably already has like some time served. I think that's a year and some change for time served. So it ain't as bad as it could have been, because the sentence guidelines was 70 to 87 months. But I think Diddy's posturing made it worse, all right? Because leading up to the point, it made it seem scary, because the judge was saying that he was going to consider so many different things that wasn't just based on the guidelines for what he was sentenced for, or not in a sentence for, what he was found guilty of. So the other things, as far as beating Cassie, the coercion, fraud, all these things that the jury didn't find Diddy guilty of, the judge like, shit, I got better judgment because I am the judge, and these things were in place, so I'm going to put these things. I'm thinking about these. I was thinking about these things. I'm gonna say right there. I'm thinking about these things, but they aren't really going to be considered. At the end of the day, he said, "I'm not going to consider those things." All right. So I think if Diddy wouldn't have been doing certain things that I'm going to explain to you, he probably would have been granted that time served. Okay, so y'all know leading up to this point, so many people was giving him some support. You had Young Miami, that she wrote a letter for him. His other chick, Gina, she wrote a letter for him. Whom else? You had even one of the guys who may have been considered a victim, the Punisher. He said that he should receive time served. So Diddy had a lot of support leading into this entire thing. He had support. But I think things outside of this shit is what led to a sentence. But the issue that Diddy had is that this nigga here, he had his people trying to go ahead and get him acquitted. Y'all know how the internet be, man. The internet, I understand how that shit be. We've seen black men be ridiculed and not given any chance. But Diddy, his situation, I don't know if people want to make him a martyr. I don't know about that. But in his situation, yes, his ass getting taken up and through there. So people thought that he possibly was going to go ahead and get out. He thought he was going to go ahead and get out. For whatever reason, he thought he was going to get an acquittal. So what he did was this. This man booked a speaking arrangement, anticipating that he was going to be free. And you already have the prosecution trying to paint the picture that you think you are above the law, bigger than life, X, Y, and Z type shit. This ain't cool. The prosecution bit down, sunk their teeth into this right here. So as they was going crazy on that boy, he was looking like this in the courtroom. You see that up there? Looking sick. And I don't want to see Diddy like that, bro, but I could not want that. But his actions are his actions, and man, what am I supposed to do, bro? What are we supposed to do as fans? He made his bed. You play, we lay. But that boy tried to go ahead and take accountability at the end of the day, you know? I apologize to Jane for bringing you into my mess. I would like to apologize to all the victims of domestic violence. I know that the disgusting video triggered people. I was sick from drugs. I needed help, but I didn't get the help. I knew better. My faith taught me better. I'm not this larger-than-life person. I'm just a human being. I'm trying my best. I lost my freedom and the opportunity to raise my children and be there for my mother. I lost all my businesses. I hate myself right now. I've been stripped down to nothing. I want to apologize to my 7 children. I'm so sorry. You deserve better. To my mother, I feel you deserve better. You taught me better. I let down my community. I wanted to show we could take care of our own problems. I got lost. I'm not this bad person. I'm sorry to my community. I let y'all down. People can change. I know I've changed. Sometimes you have to go through life experiences. These are not excuses. I can't change the past, but I can change the future. I beg your honor for mercy to be a father again, to be a son again, a leader in my community, to get the help I need. I don't want to let God down. I have no one to blame but myself. I know I will never put my hands on another person again. I'm willing to comply with any conditions. Me sharing my story is not a scheme to get less time. This story is tragic. I'm sorry, y'all. I missed the top part, but he basically said, if your honor give me a chance to share my story, I know it's gonna have a positive impact. Shout out to the jury. You know, the honor gave me, confidence in the jury to believe that I did not have to testify. They sacrificed 8 weeks. I thank them for not guilty. I take full responsibility for my man at convictions. They want you to make an example out of me. I want you to think about making an example out of what a person can do if they get another chance. Consider the beautiful children who spoke for me. Sean Combs, no matter what anyone say, I know that I am truly sorry. Thank you, Your Honor. All right, now here go the judge, man. Here go the judge. So let me just start from right here. We saw the video, the free game course in the MDC. The court hopes you continue to expand it. You are devoted to your family. The court, of course, considers the collateral consequences. The court has to consider all of your history here. A history of good works can't wash away the record in this case. You abuse these women. You used abuse to get away with your freak-offs and hotel nights. The evidence of the abuse is massive. I was sitting right here during the testimony. This was subjugation. That is the reality of what happened. These offenses irreparably harmed 2 women. You plied them with drugs. Why did it happen so long? You had the power and resources to keep it going. You were more than a John. A significant sentence is required to deter. Y'all hear that? A significant sentence is required to deter, because if he would have got out, my bad, I'm off script right now. If he would have got out, he would have went back doing the same shit he was doing before. So they have to make him suffer to stop him from doing the same shit over and over again. All right, let's keep reading. You say you're sorry and you won't do it again after Miss Ventura's civil lawsuit was filed, after the video was public and the investigation started. You had a brutal hotel night with Jane. Damn. So y'all see what they saying? After Cassie shit, he had more freak-offs. You had a brutal hotel night with Jane, punched her in the head. Jane says he told her, take this pill, do out there and suck his meat. Smash him, I don't care. The court is not convinced this would not happen again. The court has considered the programs. They are outweighed by the trial record in this case. Exploitation and violence against women must be met with real accountability. To promote respect for the law, the court reaches a few conclusions. 135 months will be more than necessary. A sentence of over 11 years is not reasonable. Even the probation department recommends a sentence less than half of that. But 14 months time served would not be sufficient. Here, the data shows a wide variety of sentences, weighing all the relevant factors. The court determines that the sentence is 50 months of incarceration. The court imposes a fine of $500,000, including to defray the cost of imprisonment. There is no restitution, but there is a forfeiture as reflected in the order. There is a $5,000 fine under the statute and special assessment, $200. I want to speak to the strong women who came forward. Ms. Ventura and Jane, you've been through the trauma we can't imagine. Ms. Ventura said it was forced sex and degradation. I want to say we heard you. You weren't just speaking to the jurors, but to other victims. You stood up to power. It's not easy. Violence behind closed doors doesn't have to stay a secret forever. I know you still bear trauma, but you taught us You don't have to stay a victim. Well, folks, that man cooked. Did he cook? No, but at least he now knows when he gonna come home. Let me know what you gotta say in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.